Ucha, Uben Nefer. Good rising and great awakenings. Oh. Oh! Oh, good heavens. Swipe to close. Sorry about that. Having some challenges with this camera. It's really just a phone propped up against something, but okay. All right, I've been trying to figure out why this corner is so dark and this one is not. So I had to give up on that. So we're just going to wait a few minutes to see if anyone else decides to join us today. So today is December 13th. 13 is my lucky number. And welcome to today's edition of Ancient African Adorations, where we are following the Neterian holy days of the calendar put out by Temple of Amun, templeofamun.com. My name is Arit. You may know me as Tachia Amet. So I have down there Arit Tachia Amet. Arit is my Kemetic name, and Tachia Anet is my cultural name. And so instead of abandoning part of who I am, I just keep adding on to it. I just keep expanding and growing. And Ancient African Adorations is a music series of wisdom teachings put to music, devotional music from the Kemetic tradition, Kemetic spirituality. And I've been a student of Dr. Muada Ashby Sebama for about a decade, him and Sebaja, and I've recently taken a break to focus on the music. So the Neterian calendar that I've been following, it's got all my notes on it. It's put out by the Temple of Amun, and it's got the, traditional Egyptian holidays. And I've been, researching them, and it seems like every temple has its own version, but they're basically the same. And then next year, the next Gregorian year, I'll be adding the actual Kemetic calendar, which has each month has 3 weeks of 10 days, and then there's a week of 5 days. All right, so today is the first day of the 7 days. Well, they say 7. It's actually 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. On this calendar, it's 6 days. On some calendar, it's 7 days for the festival of HetHeru. And it's to honor the time when she returns back to her father Ra. If you recall, the last time we were together, Goddess Aset was sent to Nubia to eliminate the unrighteous. Her father Ra asked her to go do this job. And she enjoyed her job so much. She enjoyed her job of killing the unrighteous that she started killing innocents as well. And so from the 4th until now, she has just been on a rampage. And during this time, Jehuti was sent, and he took on the form of a baboon to, reawaken her to her divinity and bring her back home. So each day for this week, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, we're going to cover one of the parables from the teachings of HetHeru and Jehuti, when he told her 4 parables, and then the 5th one, I don't know what, it is not a parable, but there's 5 sections, plus the creation part. So today we're going to cover the creation. And I have the times posted on the little schedule, and I'll be putting out reminders if you want to join in, or you can watch the replay on YouTube. And so I'm just live streaming on YouTube and TikTok, and then I'm alternating between melanated people and Telegram. So today I'm on Telegram. All right, so that's a little bit of an introduction. If you want more information on Ancient African Adorations, go to my website, tachia.com, or lightbeingwellness.com, which is the wellness website. And this program is being brought to you by the Asmataji Temple of Divine Light Healing and Sweet Sounds And if you want to learn more about the teachings, visit EgyptianYoga.com. If you want to get the calendar, visit TempleOfAmun.com. All right. Let's start with the opening chants first. Wait, there might be some questions here. I have my glasses close by here. Okay, looks like I have a few questions. Hey, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Do I podcast? I have not tried podcasting. I am barely keeping up with live streams. But it is a good idea. Some people have asked me about it. Like I said, I'm focusing on music right now, so I'm hoping to get some new collections recorded, and maybe after I've done that, and then there's like 2 books that I need to write. So perhaps after that. But thank you. If you podcast, I would love to be a guest, but I don't have a podcast yet. But it might be a good idea since it's sound. People don't have to actually watch me play the harp, although some people like to. I don't know. I'll think about it. Okay, so we're going to start with the opening chant, Om Nebuchadnezzar Capital Asar Om, and that covers 3 chants in one. Because when we're going to be reading from the Purna Maru, we're instructed to chant, and offer a chant to Ra and Asar, and then at the temple of Asmatashi Temple, we add Nebuchadnezzar. So here we go. Om Nebuchadnezzar Capital Asar Om. 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 So that chant is in honor or adorations of Nebuchadnezzar, the all-encompassing divinity who is all, who emanates through all, pervades all, creates all, thinks all, breathes all into existence, and came into form as a cosmic force of Kepra, the creator of creation. Ra is the creation, Kepra is the creator. And then Nebuchadnezzar came forth in human, well, not human form, as a Hetaru human form, as Asar, the divine soul, the universal soul. The next, where did I have the translation? I didn't have all the books around me. Just grab the translation before I get started and then I forget. All right, my space is big, but the studio space is small. So some of the HetHeru come from this devotion manual from Temple of Neter, and by Dr. Maud Ashby, saved by Ma, and Dr. Karen Ashby. And I don't know if I'll ever be able to thank them enough for all the guidance and wisdom teachings I've learned from them, and for all the wonderful publications. Oh, looks like another question. Publications. Did I get your audiobooks? I don't have any audiobooks, but I have I have 6 CDs released. 5 of them are reggae and world music, and 1 is comedic devotion. And you can find them on YouTube or Spotify. Uh-oh. I was about to click yes. I apologize that I'm so slow. Oh, I was going to read the translation. Yeah, I like to read the translations first so you already know the vibe. And if you have any questions, type them in. Or you could, the Q&A section. Okay, so this is a chant. Readings for Ushet in the morning. Opening prayer A from the ancient Kemetic book of Coming Forth by Day, the HetHeru. The translation, adorations to Ra when he rises in the horizon eastern. Homage to Ra, coming forth as Khepra. Khepra, creator of the gods and goddesses, rising thee, shining thee, lighting up thy mother, rising as Lord, king of the gods and goddesses. Your mother Nut does an act of worship to you with both arms. Manu, the western horizon, receives thee in peace, and Ma'at embraces thee at the double season perennially. Okay, so like I said before, Ra is creation. Khepra is the creator. It's represented by the scarab that's pushing the sun up, the beetle that's pushing the sun up each day. And the melody I learned as an adaptation of the melody I learned from Seba Ma, combined with the melody I learned from Uabratem. May he rest in Hetep. Dura kep tu benef ma ketu jen ben. Anates ra ke itiem kepara. Kepara ke ma netaru. Ka ke uben ke peset put ke. Katiem suten netaru. Manu in the tap of Juma Atatra. Jura Kef, Uben F, in my catcher getting bed. On the Tesla KTM Capara. Capara came on the Teru. Kake, Uben K, Pessit Wood K. Tap. Dua. Where will you be in relationship by the end? Okay, so thank you for asking that question. This is a musical concert of comedic devotional music. I'm not doing pendulum readings during this session. If you have a question, though, go to one of my videos and post your question there, and then I'll make a video with your reading. Okay? But thank you for asking. Slay, yes, slay negativity, slay APEP, slay egoism. Let's go. Hello from Orange County. Oh, Orange County Jail. Wow. Well, here's to your liberation. When you are liberated within, inner peace within, then it will radiate outward and will change your environment. So let's focus on that. We're all incarcerated emotionally, physically, spiritually, culturally, financially. However, this person is in Orange County Jail, and let's send some positive energy towards their release. Ooh, greetings from South Africa and New Zealand. Wow, this is amazing. This is elevating, inspiring. Thank you for being here. All right, let's see what else is on the list here. So if you're just tuning in, this is Ancient African Adorations in honor of Goddess HetHeru when she returns to her father Ra. Oh, and that's the next one I wanted to do. Ra. Looks like I'm jumping around here. Oh, because that's the old one. Duh. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay. Let me skip something. Okay. Do-wa-da, 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 kepara. Oh, let me so you can see the drum. It's this beautiful djembe drum. It's a mini djembe. It's not the biggest djembe. I guess you could play it like this. Nah, I'll just play it like this. Like I usually play it. Do-wa-da, 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 kepara. 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 Adorations to Ra in the form of the Creator. Happy birthday to Mike Oaklone. Wow. Happy birthday. Uben Nefer, good rising, great awakenings. I hope you have a fantastic birthday. And yes, okay, and yes, somebody is sharing this live stream with their friends. I think if you just tap on the screen on TikTok, it like distributes it more. Mike, that your name sounds really familiar. I feel like I've known you from before, like when I was in reggae or something. I mean, I'm still in reggae. I'm just not in the reggae scene. Happy birthday. Oh, I'm amazing. Well, I am a reflection of you. Okay, so let's get back to the agenda. Sometimes the energy gets so vibrant that I just forget the agenda. Okay, so let's go to volume 4 of the Asarian Resurrection, page 76. So now we're going to have some readings about this event when Hetaru returned to Nubia. What page is 76? 76. Okay. All right. This is verse 4H from Assyrian Resurrection of African Religion, Volume 4 by Dr. Morta Ashby. Some say that Hetaru, the goddess of beauty, the Eye of Ra, transformed herself into the form of a lioness or lynx and killed the evil people who plotted against the Lord of all. Having killed all those who were evil, she forgot her true identity and became addicted to the taste of human blood. She continued to kill everyone she could find as she roamed the earth. Then, seeing that humankind would soon come to an end, Ra sent the messenger of wisdom, Jehuti, to bring his daughter back. Straightway, Jehuti transformed himself into a baboon and found Hetaru. At first, she threatened to devour him, but he cleverly enticed her into listening to the divine stories of gods and goddesses. He told her about Ra, her father, and reminded her of her beautiful human form. He spoke of her glory as the Eye of Ra and the honor which the people of Egypt bestowed upon her. Gradually, her desire for blood and killing dwindled, and she began to desire to regain her former place as the mighty goddess of beauty and passion. Thus, Jehuti led her back to Kemet and back to her rightful place among the pantheon of gods and goddesses. Okay, so, all right. Now, when we say gods and goddesses, we are talking about the cosmic forces of creation. Just like we have the cosmic force of magnetism, the cosmic force of gravity, the cosmic force of magnetism, we have cosmic forces of nature, of truth, which is Ma'at, the cosmic force of beauty and passion, Hetaru, the cosmic force of discernment, Anpu, the cosmic force of intuition, Aset. And so at one level of the journey, you identify with the gods and goddesses as Neterian, as ancestors or spiritual ancestors. And then another level of your journey, you acknowledge that these are cosmic forces of nature. They're not just ancestors to be worshipped. And then at another level, you realize that these cosmic forces live within you. They live within all of us. And we can access them. We can invoke them. And we're instructed to master them because we want to master ourselves. So the more we learn about the Neters and their myths, and the more we try to live like them, the more we become a Neter ourselves. And the goal is to become enlightened and to, be a god or goddess. So that's why we study these myths and make these offerings. And recently I've been reflecting how the royal personality, which is a person on the road to enlightenment, makes offerings to the divinities, to the deities. Oh, I didn't mean this to be on there. And so we're actually making offerings to our higher self. So it's very powerful. Great Awakenings. Monica? I can read your comments. It's hard to read the names. Okay. What is next? So, the text we're going to be using for this week is the Goddess Book, African Religion, Volume 5, where it has the story of Hetaru and Jehuti. And today the theme is the creation. So I'm not going to read it word for word. I have summarized it a little bit, paraphrased it, and I wanted to offer it with music. Do I have it? Yeah. So this is new music. I've never heard this song before. Ra is the creator of the universe, the source of all that exists. The Pauti, the Aeneid, the nine primordial gods and goddesses, the cosmic forces of nature, the Neterian. Came out of the the primeval waters, the hidden essence, and began sailing the boat of millions of years. Good job. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can make these letters bigger. Perfect. All right. This is a reading from a book called Dancing for Hathor, Nubian Women in Egyptian Cultic Life. And this is the mythological description of Hetaru's return from Nubia. Remember, she's leaving Nubia after she's done her work, and now she's returning. And this version is a little different. In the tale of the sun's eye, an enraged Tefnut in the form of a bloodthirsty lion goddess, Tefnut is one of the sisters of Sekhmet, stalked the earth, devouring humanity, which had rebelled against her father Ra while he reigned as king in Kemet. The Kemetic gods Shu and Jehuti traveled to Bujem in southeastern Nubia. And I've learned that the word for Nubia is Beheni, and now I see this word, Bujem, in southeastern Nubia, where they transformed into monkeys or baboons to safely approach the lion goddess. The two gods danced, plied the goddess with copious amounts of wine, and spoke magical spells to pacify and beguile Tefnut, Sekhmet, so that she might be calmed and enticed to travel to Kemet. Soothed by the dance of Shu and the magical words of Jehuti, and thoroughly intoxicated on the wine they offered to her, Tefnut was convinced to make the journey from Nubia to Kemet. At the border between the two lands, the flames of the goddess's wrath were cooled in the waters at the source of the Nile that emerged in the vicinity of the island of Philae, at the first cataract site of Ptolemaic period temple of Aset. At this initial point of journey into Kemet, Tefnut was transformed by the cool waters and became HetHeru, the goddess of music, dance, love, and drunkenness, intoxication. Intoxication with worldliness, not just beer. Her arrival and transformation of the temple at the temple complex on Philae would have been celebrated with singing, dancing, and rejoicing to mark the return of the distant goddess from her sojourn in Nubia. All right, that was fascinating. Hi, what am I doing? Uja, welcome to Ancient African Adorations edition of the Neterian Holy Day when HetHeru returns from Nubia. And I'm offering musical devotion and wisdom teachings in honor of this event and answering questions. I hope that helps. Okay, so now we're going to and I jumped ahead of myself. After that other song, I was supposed to go right into the Aeneid Possession. So let's do that now. I don't know if I can play it on the harp. Oh, wait, let's see. That one I usually play on the keyboard, and I forgot to practice on the harp. Yeah, I'm used to playing it with the keyboard, and there's like a horn section. Do 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 do. When this song is recorded in the studio, it's gonna be like a Fela experience. So right now, you're just getting me on the djembe, but it's supposed to have like keyboards and bass and guitar and drum and percussion and saxophone and a trombone and a trumpet and a flute and dancers. And I forgot to practice it with the harp. Okay, so I'm playing it with the djembe. Let's see if there's any questions over here before I get going. Okay, we're good. So while you're hearing this song, this HetHeru, visualize the Aeneid, the 9 primeval gods and goddesses, the 9 primeval cosmic forces coming out of the new. And like I said, I jumped ahead. I was supposed to offer this one earlier. Sailing on the boat of Ra. Have you ever seen that image of Ra on his boat, and then there's got the 9 gods and goddesses? Well, that's what this is. And then try to imagine the blaring horn section and everything. And do my ah, do my ah, do my ah, do my ah. Do a Jehuti, do a Jehuti, do a Jehuti, do a Jehuti. Do a Hetaru, do a Hetaru, do a Hetaru, do a Hetaru. Do a Ra'amun, do a Ra'amun, do a Ra'amun, do a Ra'amun. Do a Shu, do a Shu, do a Shu, do a Shu. Do a Tefnu, do a Tefnu, do a Tefnu, do a Tefnu. Do a Geb, do a Geb, do a Geb, do a Geb. Do a Nut, do a Nut, do a Nut, do a Nut. Do a Asar, do a Asar, do a Asar, do a Asar. Do a Aset, do a Aset, do a Aset, do a Aset. Do 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 do. Nipumaat, 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 nipumaat. Nipujuhuti, 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 nipujuhuti. Nupu hetaru, nupu hetaru, nupu hetaru, nupu hetaru. Nupura'amu, 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 Nupura'amu. Nupushu, 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 Nupushu. Nuputef nut, Nuputef nut, Nuputef nut, Nuputef nut. Nupugeb, 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 Nupugeb. Nupunut, 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 Nupunut. Nupuasar, 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 Nupuasar. Nupuaset, 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 Nupuaset. Do 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 do. Do do. Do 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 do. Do do. Do 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 do. Do it to the Pauti, the Aeneid, the 9 primordial gods and goddesses, the cosmic forces of nature, the Neter, our cosmic ancestors, our celestial ancestors, our spiritual ancestors, the cosmic forces that live within us, the cosmic forces that we are here on earth, on this life, to master, to know and master oneself. Okay. Uja. Yes, I think you might have been looking for the pendulum readings, and this is Ancient African Adorations Comedic Devotional Music, and the pendulum readings will be at another live stream. And if you have questions for that, you can just post them in the comments of the videos, but I'm not responding to them during this musical offering session. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you're enjoying it anyway. Right. Oh. Okay. Okay, so before I go on, I just need to make a clarification. Ma'at, Jehuti, and Hetaru were formed at the moment of creation. Ma'at, it was the very first cosmic force after Kepler, of course, and then the other ones came later. So just so we have that clarified. Okay. Okay, here's the next musical offering of the myth. And I'm going to use this harp. I got it, Edfu, the Temple of Heru. The temple for Hetaru is at Dendera. And it's interesting because at the Temple of Dendera, there's a small house of Aset. And at the Temple of Aset, there's a small house for Hetaru. So they're connected in more ways than one. One day Hetaru left Kemet and headed south for Nubia. She transformed herself into a lioness. When she left Kemet, it was devastated. Gloom filled the atmosphere. Everything was in decline. Oh, something else. So I hope by now that you've realized or learned that Hetaru took on the form of Sekhmet, and then when she went to Nubia, and then when she returned from Nubia, she returned to Hetaru. So Hetaru is the goddess of love and beauty, and she's symbolized, represented on this sistrum, on the handle of the sistrum here. Sistrum represents the 4 upper chakras. This one has chimes for the 3 upper chakras and Hetaru at the heart. And when you shake the sistrum, it eliminates chaos. And so we have this within us. We are the goddess Hetaru, the goddess of love and beauty, and then we have within us the power to eliminate unrighteousness. And sometimes we can get caught up in that work, and we have to take steps to bring ourselves back to our divinity. And this myth, it was the wisdom of Lord Jehuti, the cosmic mind. It could be, reading scriptures, which is why I share wisdom teachings along with the music. It could be chanting. It could be meditating. It could be writing in your journal. It could be having a cup of chamomile tea. The most important thing is to have, I have a spiritual amnesia plan for when I forget my divinity, forget who I am, and start stressing my go-to. But then I have to remember that. Anyway, here is a hekau from the temple of Neterian, temple of Aset. So Dua means adorations or greetings. Hetaru Neterita is the great goddess. Sekama is the goddess of the life force energy. And in my space, sacred chamber of inner peace, it also refers to Sekhmet, the dual nature of Hetaru and Sekhmet, or the unity. Dua Hetaru Neterita. Dua Hetaru Neterita. Dua Hetaru Neterita. Dua Hetaru Sekema. Dua Hetaru Sekema. Dua Hetaru Sekema. Dua Hetaru Sekema. Okay, so now this time you can just respond. We can do call and response. So I'll chant the line, and then you chant the line after me. Just repeat after me. Dua Hetaru Neterita. Dua Hetaru Neterita. Dua Hetaru Neterita. Dua Hetaru Neterita. Dua Hetaru Sekema. Dua Hetaru Sekema. Dua Hetaru Sekema. Dua Hetaru, Dua Hetaru, Dua Hetaru, Dua Hetaru Second bar. Do 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 do. Okay, I think I have another resource before we go back. No, that one didn't have anything. Okay. All right, so we return to the musical rendition of the myth. I have some tea here. I'm drinking hibiscus tea from the Nile Valley hibiscus tea. If you'd like to join me in a cup next time, you can buy the tea at lightbeamwellness.com. The tea is harvested by an indigenous community in North Sudan, and they're Nubian. They're not Arabic, they're not Christian, Coptic. They're straight up who they are. And my friend Awad moved to America like 3 or 4 decades ago to start this business so they could build a well, because the women were still walking to the Nile Valley to get their water. So he came to America, he started the tea company, and with their tea sales, they built a well, a solar-powered school, a hospital, and now they're curing malaria in the whole area. Ooh, clearing malaria in the whole area. No, clearing the area of malaria. Well, whatever. And in Egypt, hibiscus tea is called karkidi. I forgot the name in Sudan, Nubian. It's probably karkidi. Yeah, he calls it, Awad calls it karkidi. In Mexico, it's called Jamaica. And in Jamaica, Jamaica, it's called sorrel. I don't know why, but oops. Okay. Back to the music. Do it for tuning in. This is Ancient African Adorations, in observance of the Neterian calendar of holy days. And today we're honoring the time when Hetaru returned to Kemet. And this is, there'll be 6 of these in a row. Sometimes at 6 a.m., sometimes at 10 p.m. And today we're going through the first section of the teachings of Jehuti to bring Hetaru back to her wisdom. And then tomorrow we'll do the parables. On Ma'at and fetters of sand took control of the land. Forces of evil and ignorance took control of the land. Because Hetaru was power of Ra, which he used to uphold my heart. Ra, the supreme being, began to miss Hetaru, his very power. Hetaru took pleasure in her new form. She killed everything she could find. She lived in the forest and enjoyed causing fear and pain. Ra called in her Hetaru and asked who would bring her back. To a Hetaru, the Hetaru, the power of Ra, the power of life and death, the power to uphold mind. Do a Hetaru, the eye of Ra. Do a Hetaru, the power of Ra, the power of life and death, the power to uphold mind. Do a Hetaru, the eye of Ra. Do a Hetaru, the power of Ra, the power of life and death, the power to uphold my. Yes, these sessions are wonderful to me because I do this research and then new music comes. The music comes through. It's so easy and wonderful, and I'm just really grateful that you're here to share it with me. These are really songwriting sessions, and then I've got to go and take it to the studio. But I really enjoyed that one. Because it reminds me of what's going on in the world today. The forces of evil and ignorance have taken control of the land. An ma'at means not. An means not. So an ma'at means not ma'at. And ma'at is what's missing from the world. People are asking, what do we need? We need elections. We need more laws. We need more taxes. We need jabs. We need more prisons. We need more additives to the food to make people act a certain way. We need to add more poisons to the water. We need to do all these things. I'm being a little sarcastic here. We need to go on a diet. We need new clothes. We need a new house. We need a new car. We need a new husband. We need a new wife. We need another baby. We need another job. People are, we need to invade this country. We need to take these people's rights away. We need to build a dam, and we need to build an oil field in the sacred indigenous lands. We need to dam up the river Nile so the Nubians don't get any tourism. People are doing all these things to make life the way they want it to be, to control the earth, to control the people of the world, to control the resources. And they're ignoring what is really missing. Ma'at is what is missing. Yes, we have, well, I won't say everyone, but most people have forgotten Ra. Most people have forgotten the Creator. Most people have forgotten the divinity within. And that goes hand in hand along with forgetting Ma'at, forgetting to uphold Ma'at, forgetting to live by Ma'at, forgetting to be Ma'at. And so that's why that chant really got to me. Because, humans who have forgotten Ra are taking pleasure in their new form as human beings, not light beings, and they're looking forward to going into the metaverse as virtual beings. And in the process of their lifestyle, they are killing everything they can find. They're killing the air, the water, the animals. They are killing creativity. They're killing, the intelligence of our children by dumbing them down. They're destroying the world. They're destroying the earth. And they're causing fear and pain. And what brings people back to humanity? The cosmic mind, the divine intelligence. It's not even about listening to our thoughts. It's about trusting our hearts. Because the hearts, from my research, this is not SEMA Institute or Chateau Netter, But the heart is like a mind or brain in our heart, and it's unified. The brain is divided into two, and if we listen to our heart, that'll be the oneness that we're seeking. What does this say? You can't think your way to enlightenment. You've got to feel it and know it within. Okay, so we got one more musical. These are musical summary of the chapter on the myth of Jehuti and Hetaru. The next 5 days will be the actual parables. Put to music. Let's see. I don't remember the song, the melody for this one. Oh, I'm having a brain freeze. Oh, it's because it's in Bahani, that's right. Okay, so this offering is a song that I came through me at the last session, and I've already forgotten the harp melody. So this is a new version, but I'm going to start with the last reading of the teachings. That's too much like the other one. Everyone feared her in her new form as a predator, killing without discrimination or remorse. Jehuti was sent to find and bring her back to the beautiful Hetaru. Taking the form of a baboon, he found Hetaru, licking her paws, licking her paws. When Hetaru discovered him, she prepared for the fight. To a Hetaru in Bahani, to a segment in Kemet, to a Hetaru in Bahani, to a segment Kemet, to a Hetaru in Bahani, to a segment in Kemet, to a Hetaru in Bahani, to a segment in Kemet. To a segment in command. Wow, I really like that version too. I posted the other version, the original version. I think every day there'll be a new version because this Hekaut and Dua Hetaru and Beheni Du Sekmet Im Kemet refers to when Hetaru went to Nubia to eliminate the unrighteous. She forgot her divinity, and then Jehuti woke her up, and on her journey back to Kemet, Sekhmet transformed back into Hetaru. And while I was singing that, I was just thinking about the last time I forgot my divinity, and I was like, telling somebody what I thought. And I got a little heated, and thankfully I'm able to catch myself now and bring myself back. But there was a time when I couldn't catch myself, and I would just keep on going. Okay, so I think there was one more comment. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here. It means the world to me. Your presence is a gift to me. All right, well, that's what I had for you today. And I say an hour to an hour and a half because sometimes I start, having a discourse. Some people say I'm ranting, but it's a discourse. So that's what I have for you today. I'll be back here tomorrow, December 14th, in the evening at 10 p.m. evening with day 2 of this online festival of HetHeru as we honor her return back to her father Ra and Kemet. And tomorrow we will cover the first parable. So today we covered the creation. So what I did was I just kind of paraphrased or summarized the creation and then offered it with music as a background. And tomorrow, I already have a song. I call it the first parable. It doesn't actually tell the first parable. It's just a song about the relationship, the interaction between Jehuti and Hetaru. But I enjoyed putting the summary to music because I was trying to write a song about the parable, and it just wasn't working. I think when I get the version in the Medu Neter, it's easier for me to write the chants in the Medu Neter than English, because for some reason they just naturally rhyme. So I will have a musical rendition of the first parable tomorrow, plus some other wisdom teachings. All right, and you can watch the replay on YouTube if you're just tuning in. All the replays are posted on YouTube. If you're on Telegram, tomorrow I'll be streaming live from Melanated People, TikTok, and YouTube. If you follow me on YouTube, if you go to YouTube, please follow me, subscribe, like, share, comment. And same with TikTok, because it really does help. And if you're interested, you can, send a donation to Asmataji Temple through my Cash App, which is the Cash App symbol of the $, which to me is the dual goddesses, the Caduceus, only it's one serpent. Capital A-M-E-T, capital E-L, capital M-A-A-T, Amet El Ma'at. And it's in my link, in my bio link. What else? For more information on the wisdom teachings, visit EgyptianYoga.com. That's the website of my spiritual preceptor, Sebaman Sebajah. Even though I'm taking a break from classes, they're still my preceptors. If you want to order the Temple of Amun calendar for 2022, go to templeofamun.com. For more information on my wellness products and services, lightbeingwellness.com, you can order. Let me get the box. The box is so beautiful. The design of the box is. Yeah, here we go. You want to order a box of the Nile Valley Hibiscus Tea. Here's the box. Make sure you can see it on YouTube. The Hibiscus Mint Tea. This is the large box for making pictures. And then a green one, which is open, has hibiscus mint. And then there's also a red box that's just plain hibiscus. And it's some of the best hibiscus you will find, by an American company, because it's actually from Sudan. And if you want to learn about my music, tachia.com. And I have CDs available at your music platform, Spotify, YouTube. I don't know. And I am actually in the process of recording the Mystical Ma'atical musical CD. It's taken me longer than my ego would like, but of course it's right on time. And that's all for now. Oh, I think there's one more question just popped up. What would you do with your glasses? So, but where are my glasses? I'm asking my dog what she do with my glasses. Oh, no, don't knock over the microphone. So, but what'd you do with my glasses? She's like, I don't know, Mom. Okay, well, I can't see the glasses, so. Do it. Oh, your presents. Oh, thank you so much. Oops, there it goes. Okay. Alrighty then. So hopefully I'll see you tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Central. I know it's kind of late. I find that the best times for these is early in the morning, even earlier than 6. Like sometimes I do them at 5 or late at night, because otherwise people are, busy doing other things. All right. Do a Hetaru, Neterita, Nukbu Hetaru, and so are you. And for those of you looking